Joining us is the National Senator Matt Canavan, live in Canberra. What's your response to that, Matt?
Well, what's Twiggy got to be scared about? I mean, if it is 4 times more expensive and it's going to take ages to build, what's he got to worry about? It won't be a competitor to his wind farms and other renewable energy investments around the country. I mean, they seem very, very scared about the prospect of nuclear power, and that seems to belie the fact then that they do think that it might actually be a competitor to their own investments. Of course, here Twiggy is commentating from a conflicted position. He is a large investor now in renewable energy, so. I mean, asking Twiggy Forrest about whether nuclear energy should be legal is like asking Woolworths whether we should allow more Aldi stores to open. I mean, of course, they're going to be against someone or something that is going to compete against them. The reality is that we're one of the only developed countries in the world that ban the use of nuclear energy. Almost all other developed countries are progressing the construction of nuclear facilities. And look, I just think our ban is now out of date, out of step with the world, and its only effect is to potentially keep prices higher than otherwise. So let's just remove the ban and see what happens. What have we got to lose?
Yeah, look, he makes the point, and others have made this point too, that when it comes to nuclear, and in particular the small to medium reactors, they're not used anywhere else in the world, or the technology isn't ready yet. And he used that time frame, 10 to 15 years away, and in that time, renewables can do more of the heavy lifting. I mean, has he got a point, at least on those two topics?
Well, yeah, you've raised 2 points. I mean, number one, renewables aren't doing the heavy lifting. They're clearly not in Twiggy's own operations.
But in 10 to 15 years, they may well be. They may well be.
Well, and I was going to raise that point. Isn't that just directly counter to Twiggy's point about small modular reactors? I mean, he's saying that small modular reactors aren't yet commercially viable. I don't disagree with him that, although existing light water reactors can be built off the shelf. They've been built for over 50 years. Their design is very well developed, and we can just go and pick one of those up and build it. And they can replace coal-fired power stations like for like. But on the small modular reactor point, yes, of course, they're being developed, but so is hydrogen technology. Twiggy's out there wanting large government subsidies towards hydrogen technologies, none of which is commercially deployed around the world to provide an energy solution. The only hydrogen production that occurs in the world on a commercial basis goes into high-valued petrochemical industries. It's not used to generate transport fuels or electricity anywhere in the world yet. So Twiggy's own argument doesn't hold for his own investments on that front. And then, as I say, renewable energy is clearly just not delivering for us right now. We're about to lose our entire nickel industry. Twiggy said that people are walking away from coal. Well, Indonesia's not. They expanded their coal-fired power production by 30% in 2022, 30% in 1 year. And as a result of that, they are stealing our nickel jobs, our nickel industry from Australia because they've got a cheaper cost of production. We've had a real-world test there. Is renewables cheaper than coal? Well, clearly it's not, because Indonesia is delivering much lower energy prices to its nickel industry using coal-fired power than we can going down this obsessive renewables route.